those we used to play.
She used to play 4.
Oh, okay.
That's fine.
So, okay.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, I haven't played.
So,
I'm the one that took her place. Oh.
okay.
Well, and I just asked because Shannon isn't here tonight. She plays C and D, that's a big part of the melody.
Okay.
So I could fill in tonight and I could still play this whenever.
Okay.
So Linda down back at her house and let Barbara with me.
But I can't play that unless I go in and mark it.
That's the part I played last time. But
So,
this is
now
fun.
I can't.
But Shannon's not here, that's
It
good.
would be all the nice.
Okay. So then, remember I said at the beginning I didn't want anything to get too challenging or too boring. So I would, if it is easier for someone to play a part that they know better, and it's harder for them to read something brand new, I think whoever needs to have what they're used to more than the others should probably go ahead and play what they're used to. So that, again, they don't have that frustration. I'm filling in, and I know you've been through a lot of different people. I am aware that bells changed. So Linda, when you were playing this piece before, when it was with Eric and Lori and Tom,
Correct, way back then, yeah.
okay, were you usually on the lower bells?
Right there in the middle, yeah.
Okay, and Kim, when you played it with Eric and Lori,
I was here. I took Lois's spot when she left.
okay, but you guys are saying you're playing the same bells, so I'm not sure how to fix it because it wouldn't make sense to have 2 people in the same location for this song.
No.
So,
I'm
What
good
is our
here.
solution?
I'm good here. And, but
Wait a minute.
Linda doesn't read music, so she needs to mark her music before she can play that.
I understand.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
no, but I get it because I'm reading the room.
Got it. Got it.
Okay.
That's right.
Kim, I know it's going to be difficult and I know it's going to be a little frustrating. Could you give Linda that spot?
No,
This was
Barb's
Linda's.
spot.
Oh, okay.
Barb's-
Got it. I was
Kim
confused.
was there.
I was hearing Linda, Kim.
Kim and I switched. Barbara and
Okay.
I switched.
Can Linda have can Linda have the same bells she's used to reading?
Sure. Down there, it's fine.
That would be the best solution.
Yeah.
It's,
Let me mark it.
It's up to you.
yes, it's just,
Because
I can't,
It's marked. It's your mark song.
is it? I thought Kim took the mark.
Okay, she's only erased the first
Yeah,
page.
Linda has to erase the first page. Everything else is your right.
Okay.
Then Barb, I would say that you were here.
Yeah, can I do that? I think it's a big part.
This was very last year.
No, but this is our first rehearsal, and I purposely gave you a piece that for me, seems like it's like your signature piece. It's the one that I'm most used to you playing. So, I'd rather get this figured out tonight, even if we hardly play.
So Barb was here.
Okay?
The only thing I
Shannon
And obviously there's some sections that are easy to figure out, like when you might need me to say the measure number to know where you're at. I remember doing that, especially when you were with Eric. I don't know if that was just an Eric thing or if that was something you go for. Okay, so, I would like to play again, and thank you for clarifying my questions. The performance tempo felt about right. Yep. It wasn't too slow, it was right.
That little target thing that we were talking about,
Yeah.
it's in my music and I have to do it, so that's.
Okay,
it doesn't-
we made it an educated guess.
It is, it's a jam.
It's a damn it. Okay, good. Well, then we were educated correctly. Okay. Which makes sense because there's going to be a D that comes right on it, and probably just want to have the dissonance. Okay. All right. So one bell, Christine, right? And when do you play? Yes. So you'll see me prepare and boom, right? Now, when you don't play, sometimes you don't play every measure. I still need to give everybody else that downbeat, but I'm going to do that to you, which means wait a minute, okay? That looks a little prettier than this. So I'm just going to give you a wait a minute, not your turn yet, and then I'll make sure that I move my hands so you see it. All right. Go. You got this. All right. I do have, oh wait, I have to change this. I have a little reminder when I'm busy with the band to tell me to wrap it up, but I had that set for 8:50, so I'm going to change it. That'll make it 8:35, which is not that far away, but that's okay. It'll keep me on my toes. Make sure that I don't get home. Okay. All right. So I'm going to practice this again. We're going to lift up our bells. And then I'm going to give you a measure before you come in. looking real quick, Christine, to see if that C# is important in the song. Because if it's really not, I'm looking at the key signature, these are the things I know as a musician, that I might not need to worry too much about that C#. And if that's the case, I might just like to focus on that one bell. Especially while you're getting used to me, and then maybe we'll add the other bell later. I rarely see a C#. Oh, never mind. I found it. I'm reading through the score too, and just to help you be aware, on page 7, as you're getting close to the end, you have one key change. So you're going from the key of F to the key of an A. So when we've been playing in the key of F, there aren't a ton of accidentals that come up, and there is that juicy chord on measure 22. But beyond that, the accidentals are rare. And then when we get into page 7, for example, if you were playing B flat, then you would need to be like, okay, I'm going to be playing A. And if there's an A sharp, it's the same thing. You're not going to see any flats in the key of A. You'll see naturals and you'll see sharps, but you won't see any flats anymore.
It's nothing like a key change on the page to switch to.
Oh, it's not that bad. Mine doesn't have it on the page turn, it has in the middle 7.
And it changes count too on the page turn.
Did it have another key change that I missed?
Oh, nope, I just didn't see it there.
No, it's okay. And then when I turned the page to page 8, they had the time signature so close to the key signature, I thought it was giving me more sharps, and I was like, what's that? But it's not, it stays in there. Yeah. Now it is showing all the 5 octaves. I think we're just sticking with, like I said, we're starting with C4, and are we ending with C7 again? No, C4, C7?
I have C7 marked.
Okay.
You can't double everything. So you
That's
can't
okay.
double anything or
I don't know yet.
Well, let's try placing and see what's just.
Yeah, I think this is a play it and see what happens. From the conducting point of view, there are some mixed meter. It doesn't happen a lot, but it does happen. So every once in a while, I think it's for low, high, or they're blooming, which makes sense because that's so we'll just do what we need to see.
Speaking of lights, can you order AAA batteries? These things go
Oh,
low, they
sure.
go dim, and like some of them are still half, only barely.
Yes.
They don't last
They
more than
don't-
2
No,
weeks.
I
Yes,
hear
they don't.
you guys.
Each light takes 3 batteries, Lisa.
Yeah, so we do.
Okay.
Yeah.
You will learn that I lose pencils very easily, and I lost mine again. That's okay. It's fine. I'll find it.
Thank
So-
you.
Oh, there it is. Okay. So I'm writing this in so you know. Buy more lights
Batteries.
and batteries. Buy more lights and batteries.
Oh, do we need lights for you guys if they are?
It wouldn't hurt to have at least one extra, huh? Okay. Just real quick. I gave you the outline. So you know we're going to be 2 weeks. 7:45, 8:45. I think this works out okay. If we get to crunch time, you want to go till 9. I'm fine with that. What I usually do is, as you see, I use my laptop to record the video, and then I will, tonight I will edit it a little bit more than normal. But I upload it to YouTube. There's a Grace Lutheran Tampa music channel rather than the big one that has all the live stream services on it. So I will send that link to you, and that way you can see it on YouTube and practice or refresh your memory. What did I say about that? Yeah. And I usually have that up by Friday or Saturday morning, and then I'll do a follow-up email so you have the link. You can also subscribe to the channel, and it'll tell you when there's something up there. And other things that we usually do is the choir, and I don't know if that's what you do too, or you want to do it as well. We always remind people of things that are happening during the week. So like this Saturday is the blessing of the animals, and that's starting at 10:30. You want to be a part of that. I'm not sure if you have had like a contact form in the past, but choir does. So if you wanted to put that together, we could. And sometimes we include birthdays on that too. So
Oh, yeah, we used to do that years ago.
okay.
Tom
But
had it.
it's a Tom thing, and it makes everyone happy, so we can keep that back in. Yeah. It's no matter what, it's nice to hear happy birthday on your birthday. And then what else? And then if you want to, I don't need to do it tonight, but sometimes in choir we'll take like 5 minutes to go over any prayers because we are a church and you are a small group. So if you tend to be a bit of a more private group, you just don't really want to pray as a out loud as a group, that's fine. But how we do in choir is that people will tell me prayer requests early on, or they have something happens in the moment, and we do a quick prayer. It's not a free-for-all. I do try to wrap it up and say my own prayer at the end. So again, those are some of our habits and procedures. We don't have to do them, but I just want to let you know that that's a possibility.
Lisa, I have a question.
Yes.
For those who are in bells but not hand for choir,
Yes.
how do you feel about the handbells coming in, it's like 7:15, 7:20 and start set up? Because it won't bother the rest of the choir, will it?
It does not bother me at all. Usually around 7:15 we're kind of wrapping up. We do the meat of our work, in the halfway
So, or even if we're in the choir at 7:15, we can go back and help the bells.
Yeah, I would rather that choir people stay put if possible, but yes,
But the
if
bell
you,
people can come in at
Unless I'm
7:15.
not here on Thursday, they'll probably be set up.
Yeah.
Before.
well, I will say we are fortunate that Chris is usually able to come around 5 o'clock to make sure that the choir music is organized, and she did set up today. But yes, it doesn't hurt to have extra help.
And people shouldn't feel bad coming in at 7:15, even though choir's still going on.